We tend to identify the MFI bill and the problems of that industry with SKS, but there is another company also which does a goodish bit of microfinance investments. That's SE Investments. Sunil Agarwal, Managing Director of that company, joins us now. Mr. Agarwal, good morning. Thanks much for joining us. Well, first up, what percentage of your monies come from microfinance? What is it in terms of share of your book or share of your revenues?
Currently the share of book in microfinance is around 36%. It has gone down from 49% what it used to be because of the lower supply. So whatever we have financed in past years is under recovery, and probably since we are not getting fresh lines for microfinance as of now, so the fresh disbursements are taking place from the net owned funds, not really from the refinance lines.
You're throwing up two questions.
It is, but
yeah, just two follow-up questions from what you said. First, you're confirming that banks are as yet not lending for final disbursement to microfinance sector. And the second question, what happened, what amount of your monies have gone into the state of Andhra Pradesh? How much have you been able to recover?
Now, I'd like to reply to the second question first. SE Investments has no exposure at all in MFI space in Andhra Pradesh. So, we have not been really hit the way our other friends have been. So, the company has actually posted its all-time high PAT in the last financial year what has ended. We are again coming up with our unaudited results for the June quarter on next Monday. And all I can say is they are in line. And as of now, although I am yet to also, the figures are under working, but they are expected to be in line. Now coming to the first question of the refinance, yes, the banks have been slow, and to a large extent I can only say that the uncertainty which was created by the Andhra Pradesh bill, by the other factors, the recovery is not coming. Any financial institution will like to go slow and will like to have a recall. But all I can say with my conversations with our bankers, that now they said that the dust has settled down and they look forward for starting up businesses very soon.
Alright, Sunil, hi, morning. Just coming back to that point you made about your business and how your PAT has been growing quite a bit. I understand that this, the bill has not impacted you at all up until now. But what could the pressure on your NIMs be from here on? Because you had told us earlier on that because of the rate hikes that you're seeing, you haven't been able to pass it on, and that could go ahead and put pressure on your net interest margins. Do you expect that to pan out in the next couple of quarters?
Look, we have identified that as an area of concern, serious concern for us. Now, how the company has geared up to fight that is that we are committed to have a higher disbursement, keeping our expenses under control, and if that we are able to do, then we will probably still post a better result than what we did last year, thereby not impacting the shareholders' return in long run. The percentages may drop, but at the end of the day, the shareholder will be a gainer.
Okay. Well, can you give us an idea of, whether the new rules in microfinance which have come from the Reserve Bank post the Maligaon report will be impacting your spreads? What were the spreads you were making, or net interest margins you were making in your microfinance business earlier?
Not really to the...
Go ahead.
We were more or less in the same area. Look, we were operating on 24-27 kind of a range, and RBI has kept it as 26%. So I don't really see that 1% giving an impact. If we are able to get a proper finance line and we are able to disburse more what we did in last year, then definitely it is not going to have an impact on the bottom line.
Have you seen the early beginnings, Sunil, of banks opening out?
Yeah, there has been. We have got one funding done up in this quarter, and we expect now things to be in line in the coming quarter.
Okay, just a couple
of... after October or November, of course, there was a slowdown, but now it is coming on track.
Okay, just a couple of more numbers. You had stated to us that your disbursement target stands at around 1,500 crores for FY12. Has the mood in the industry changed as much to change your target, or does it stand at that amount itself?
As of now, we are trying to achieve that target, including the subsidiary what we have now created for the MFI, as I have talked to you last time. So, if I talk about SE Investments and its 100% owned subsidiary, together we think that we will be able to achieve or we'll be able to achieve very close to that figure what we have kept as our internal target.
Year to date or in the first quarter, how much has your book grown overall, NBFC lending including?
In spite of the no fresh lines, actually the one line came almost in the last week of June. In spite of no fresh line coming up, we have been able to grow, not very significantly, but marginally our line. I am unable to give you the precise figures till I have our quarterly results out next Monday. Probably when we talk on that day, we'll be giving you the precise figures. But all I can say, it has not seen a downside in spite of all our repayment commitments being honored to all our banking and other financial institutions, being repaid on dot, on time, no extension, no reschedulement, nothing has been asked by SE Investments ever since its inception.
Okay, one final question from our side, Sunil. Because you are a part of this industry, if the RBI starts to regulate the system, which it most probably will, what kind of improvement do you think it would have in collections overall for the industry, for listed players like SKS, etc., and how much time do you think it will take for all of that to come into play?
Look, for SE Investments, I can't comment because on the other players, because I'm not really aware how they have been operating in a non-regulated environment. For us, we have been registered with RBI for very long. Right, we are a category A registered company, deposit accepting company. Although we accept very insignificant amounts, we don't really market our deposit scheme. So for us, on-site inspection, RBI returns, all those kind have become a habit. KYC norms, we have really not ever faced. It is a process. We don't think regulation is a regulation. It is only you're blending your business process according to the regulations and trying to follow a line. It does not really affect. It actually helps you to plan your business. It knows what is to be done, how it is to be done, and I don't think regulation is a bad regime. Any regulation actually gives you an opportunity to grow, because you can focus more on your business side, and you know how precisely government is looking at and what you are to do, what you are not to do.
Alright, Sunil, thanks so much for joining us. That's a take from a very small microfinance company that's in no way impacted by what happened in Andhra Pradesh and the collections there. Nevertheless, the other listed player, SKS Microfinance, has been on a tear ever since clarity emerged on who will be regulating the industry, that is the RBI. So another day of an up move on that stock, up almost about 4%. We'll take a break.